Wow, I'm playing Divis. Huge fan of Divis. Maybe I have to be a little bit faster. Hey! Hello chess fans, welcome to my first ever video for the English channel of Chess Club Pobednik. And this will also be my first ever Title Tuesday tournament. I'm very excited about it. 2 months ago, I paid the FIDE tax for my candidate master title. Finally, I've been over 2200 for a very long time, but didn't really care about the title until I became interested in playing Title Tuesday. So this will be my first time. Let's click the join button. Oh, I have to agree. Do I? Okay, let's agree. And I'm officially in my first ever Title Tuesday. I'm so excited about this. Let's see how it goes. So 11 rounds, 3 plus 1. If I get 3 points out of 11, I will be delighted. So let's see how it goes. See you on the other side. Just a quick reminder that you can also find me on the Dragon Chess channel. We will post this link somewhere in the description. I have published there a very long, extensive interview with Grandmaster Jose Martinez Alcantara, Jospem. Just last week, he won the title Tuesday with 11 out of 11, so that was a very good occasion to talk a little bit about this and some other topics. And I also have a video where I tried the new ICC, the Internet Chess Club, that is now web-based, like chess.com, so I played a couple of games there, and I made a video, so make sure to check it out and see if you like it. Enjoy. Welcome back, everyone. The tournament is about to start. About 10 seconds to the beginning. In the list of the players, we have Magnus, Hikaru, Jani Pomniashi, Bogdan from Romania, our compatriot Alexei Sarana, Andrew Hong, Jeffrey Zhong, Nihal Sarin, actually. Nihal will be my next interview. Wow, I'm playing Divis. Huge fan of Divis. Actually, I should invite Divis for an interview. So he is somewhere on the top of my list. He is such a great guy and he's so entertaining. Okay, so we have the Queen's Gambit. Oh, why is this? Why is he doing this? I don't like messing with my openings. Okay, E3. Queen's Gambit, but some sort of accepted variation. I'm afraid maybe B5, A4. I don't know the exact lines. They usually do something like Bishop B4. Yeah, that was what I was afraid about. So C6, knight C3. Can I play knight C3, B4, knight A2? Should I do that? I don't care. But he will play bishop B4, so yeah, he will play probably bishop B4. I will just develop my bishop castle and God help us all. So he wants to keep the pawn. Please. Okay, I will also castle. He will probably take here. And maybe H6. Just do. Okay, no. E4. H6. Tap, tap, tap. Maybe 90. No, 95. D5. Okay, let's do Queen B1. He will probably do A6. And then I can push. Oops. This is a pretty. Tricky guy. Okay, let me push. I don't care. Okay. I hope he can't take. That would be too much. Okay, Divis, I'm coming for you. And can I play knight E5? maybe a5, a6, and just put a clamp on everything, and then knight d5. Can just do h6. He doesn't care. Knight e5. Then that's something. Then if I play knight even d5, knight d7. So maybe I can build up some kind of attack there. No, actually, I like a5. Actually, I like a5. That's... And now a6. And now maybe let's play a5. I don't care. Queen b2 or queen c2? Queen c2. I want to transfer the knight. e4 to e4. Okay, that's valid. Knight f4 is an option for him now, but wait, on c5 maybe I should have attacked this pawn. Last minute, okay, have to speed it up maybe. Maybe I have to be a little bit faster. I think he wants knight a4 and b4. Oh, wow. Missed that. Knight c5. Yeah, I was actually I played very bad this game. Now I have to try some swindle. If he goes here, I will take and take. Maybe. Who knows? Okay, we are going into time trouble. Can I checkmate him? Oh, check. Here. Can I take? Okay, I have to take. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Here, bishop g5, d5, d5, queen h6. Hey! Let's do a quick analysis of the game against Divis, against David Martinez. So it started as a queen's gambit, and then maybe this was a bad move, because now black can establish a stronghold and keep the pawn on c4. maybe instead of e3, yeah, the computer wants knight c3. Okay. So b5. I tried to break the structure, but it's not so easy because he has this pin, bishop b4, and now I just try to develop my pieces until the end. Now he has to take the knight because my king is no longer pinned, and I played queen b1 because I wanted to attack on b5 to make him lose a tempo to defend, and at the same time kind of prepare e4. So I wanted to push e4. He defended like this. The computer didn't like this move. It wanted to play the regular a6 because, you know, now I have nothing. I would have loved my bishop to be here, but I can, you know, just to press, but I don't have time to shuffle my pieces around. So a6 was quite good. Next, bishop b7, and he's very solid. This next. Okay, so he played queen b6, and the point is the computer did not like it because I have bishop f6 apparently, and I have not even thought about it. So the point is, if he takes with the knight, now I can take on b5, he can take, and I can take on c4, and now this my open files are telling. This is a good point behind the move queen b1, and somehow I knew that is very useful for such tricks on A and B file, but I completely forgot about it when it was the moment to play it. So this is bad for black, but I missed this opportunity. The point is that bishop f6, knight f6 is no longer defending the queen on b6, so he has to take like that. Okay, and if he takes like with the pawn, just to keep the knight defending the queen, then a very subtle maneuver, queen f4. So I kind of threatened to take here because he cannot take with the pawn because a8 would be hanging, so that's nice. So for example, he will play rook b8 just to get out the pin, and now I can play queen h4, or I can play this tricky move, bishop d1. It's very difficult to find it, but once you know some basic tactical motives in these semi-Slav or Queen's Gambit setups, it will be easier for you to find. Actually, I think I played such move in one of the next games that I will analyze later. So this is a very tricky move because you want to just play the brutal battery and checkmate on h7. So at some point, black will have to play f5, and like for example here, and then you play queen h4, and now you have cleared the square for the knight to land on g5. So it's very difficult for black to defend this. Bishop will still get here, and you will push the pawn and open the diagonal. So this is very dangerous for black. But I will make sure to have this in mind in the future. So I played e4. This is what I wanted, and I just played quickly without thinking too much. I played bishop b7, which computer thinks is a mistake. It wants to play h6. Yeah, to kick my bishop out. Okay, bishop b7. I played a5, which is marked as a mistake here by the computer. And a6. I just wanted to kick his pieces a little bit back, but the Problem is that I no longer have this tension on b5. So now, you know, I earned some tempi, his pieces went back, but I lost the pressure on b5. So I played e5 here. So I want to kick the knight that is protecting h7. I want to somehow move my pieces and knight to come to e4, my knight, and maybe bishop on this long diagonal if it's possible. So I'm trying to do something like that. But now he started playing really well. He's playing all the best moves now. So c3 is under attack. I have to defend it. h6, great, kicking the bishop away. Now he has this square if he wants to jump with the knight sometimes. c5, another great move, because now he's attacking my center. He's no longer worried about his pawn, so he can push c5. I played knight e2. I have no better option. Whatever the computer is saying, this is not really good. So I have to try this just to transfer my knight on e4 and maybe on d6 or c5, knight f6. Who knows? I mean, just to try something. He took on d4, taking d4. And here I played rook b1. I like this move. I mean, I wanted to attack on the king side, but this one is kind of, you know, again, keeping the b pawn in check. So he has to, you know, just kind of think of b5 pawn. Knight e4 finally. b4 he started to push, and I played knight c5. So I was thinking also knight d6, but only later in the analysis computer told me that black has f5, which is great move. So that's why knight d6 is bad, and my intuition was correct to place it on c5, because now I cannot take I'm losing the knight. Otherwise f5 is helping black. It's covering the diagonal. It's not taking away e4 and g4 squares from me, so this will be really great for black. So I play knight c5, bishop b5. So I just want to have my bishop here, or maybe put it here, and who knows, it might be useful. And yeah, he continues to play good moves. I tried to transfer my pieces to the king side. Now this is a big one. Queen g4. I'm getting away from this fork. And now he made a mistake. He played king h8. The computer wants knight e5, which I missed, but still I don't like it that much for black, because now I will take on d5. Now this pawn is loose, and maybe, no, maybe I will get some play back, because, you know, if it takes, I will do this first, of course. Maybe I will insert queen h4, or I will just take on b4 and then queen something. So yeah, I still like this for white. It's not great, but it's not that bad either, because I have some counterplay. But king h8 was bad, because now I have bishop d5, and I will take on b4, and I will win tempi against the bishop. So he has to defend the bishop. I played here. For some reason, computer wanted to play queen h3 and to threaten bishop f6, but just to have an eye on this pawn, just to collect a pawn some moves later. And then white has some sort of clear positional advantage. So bishop f6, this was my first ever brilliant move on chess.com, so I was really happy to find it. That was my idea, actually. So he cannot take, because I will take with the queen, take back, and checkmate him on g7. So that's out of the question. He played king h7. Okay, defending. I played queen h5, which is a good move because he cannot go back, because now I play queen h3 and I will pick up this one and the knight is hanging, so it's a better version of queen h3 because the bishop is already on f6. It's no longer here. So, and queen f4. Okay, I keep an eye on h7. This is my new target now that he played g6. I took that pawn. So queen a4, this is kind of slow. I should have pushed the pawn and, you know, taken the next move and just have this, you know, very good pawns here in the center. Yeah, but I rushed just to pick this back up. I was down to 10 seconds and Divis was to 19 seconds. So this is, you know, already a huge time scramble. He played c2. I have to play rook c1, okay, just to stop the pawn. I was not too worried about this c pawn because this is the dark square. He cannot attack with the bishop, so I can protect with my queen and my bishop if needed. So that was cool for me. He dropped the bishop here. I didn't even notice because I had devious idea on my mind, even if it's not perfect, you know. I played this move and he missed. He played bishop d3, which is a mistake. He missed a very nice queen c3. The point being that now if I play what I want, d5 is a huge mistake because the queen sneaks in and now I no longer have the famous defense of c1 square because my pieces are, you know, in wrong places. But he missed that. He played bishop d3. I played d5. And now again white is much better, and then he just blundered with queen c3 and I played queen h6, which was my second brilliant move of the game, and he just resigned because he cannot take the queen. It's a checkmate here. He still could have extended a little bit with this, but now already his dark squares are very weak, so yeah, he can play queen g5 and then rook h4, and it's very difficult position for black. Thank you once again and see you in the future videos on the English channel of Chess Club Pobednik. Bye bye.